Hey there, everybody. It's Linda West, and I'm so excited to be here today to talk about motivation. Oh my gosh, I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I just feel like I don't want to get out of bed. I don't want to do anything. I'm not feeling motivated. I feel like things are like attacking me and nothing is going my way. So what do I do, though, to pick myself up out of those feelings and to get myself motivated? Hey, I see somebody's there, so who is it? Go ahead and let me know who's there. Let me hide my name. Go ahead and let me know in the comments below so I can know who's there. I'd love to know. And my name is Linda West. I have a company called Living Life, and I help people be seen and be heard so they can be the authority in their area of expertise and they can make a greater impact on the world. And so with all of that, I got to stay motivated because, hey, Catherine, good to see you. You know, I have to stay motivated because I have to motivate other people too, right? So how do I stay motivated when the chips are down, when things just feel like they're falling around me? What do I do to keep motivated? I'm going to share today 3 key ingredients, 3 keys. But you know what? As I was writing the ingredients, I'm like, oh my gosh, I got a bonus one. So there's actually 4. So I know this, I said 3, but there's actually four keys to keeping motivated or even just getting motivated. It's so important to make sure that you know what you're doing. So my name again is Linda West with livinglive.tv. Go ahead and check out my website. And if you know somebody who needs to be motivated, don't tell them they need to be motivated because they're not going to listen to you. But if you have people in your life that you feel like they need to be motivated, and go ahead and share this video with them or share it on your page so that they too can listen in. Because I really am going to share some tips, some things that are going to really make it easy to get motivated again. And so the first thing, I'm just going to get right into it. Why not, right? Or why don't you, in the comments below, let me know what are some of the things that you do to get you motivated or to keep you motivated. You know, even if this is the replay, go ahead and list them below because I still want to hear from you. I want to hear what helps you get and stay motivated. Because motivation is something that really, it can come from within, right? But it can also be external. So I'm going to talk about some of those things right now. So get into it. First of all, your why. What the heck is a why, and why do you need to know what your why is? This is one of the biggest driving forces to motivation. Because what happens is when you know why you're doing something, and then things get really tough and scary and hard, and you just feel like, I'm getting beat down, you can tap into that why and remind yourself, oh yeah, that's why I'm doing this, and that's why I need to keep going. That's why I need to be motivated. It's way beyond us. It's so much more than what we are and who we are. It's more about why we're here. Why are you here on earth? What's the reason for you to be doing what you're doing? So if you find yourself getting distracted, and I got to tell you, once I figured out my why, oh my gosh, everything changed. Everything changed. The why for me doing everything made it easy for me to stay motivated. And here's the cool thing. Once I figured out my why, the things that I was not motivated about, I got rid of them. Because if I'm not motivated for something, there's a reason. And the reason is because there's no why for me. So figuring out your why, like why are you here on earth? I literally took 2 weeks and I sat and I wrote out why this, why that, why everything had a reason for why I was doing it. So I want to share with you, there's a video called, I'm actually going to create my own because okay, so there's this video and it's on YouTube and it's called The 7 Levels of Why. Go check out that video. It's really cool, but it wasn't enough for me. There was something missing for me. There just wasn't enough really digging down what he meant by the 7 levels of why. There wasn't enough explanation. So I really dove into this and I took 2 weeks. I literally took 2 weeks off of doing anything. And all I did is I sat and I figured out my why. I checked out the 7 levels of why and I started there. And then from there, I had to figure out really what he meant. And it took me a while. So like I said, 2 weeks to figure it out. But once I figured it out, oh my gosh, like I said, everything changed. And then I realized that all these other things that I was doing that I was not motivated to do, that I was doing them for the wrong reasons. So when you're doing something for the right reason, because you have figured out your why, then you'll know that you're doing everything that you're supposed to be doing, and motivation almost comes naturally because you're doing what you're absolutely motivated to do because it's your why. It's why you're here on earth. So that's the first thing. So again, I want to say, if you find that this is helpful, if you know anybody who needs like a little kick in the pants to get motivated and they aren't sure what they need to do to get motivated, or if say they're usually motivated and they're kind of stepped back and they just need to be remotivated, and there's other people who aren't motivated at all and need to actually get motivated, right? Figuring out their why. And then here's the thing about the why. The why was awesome. I spent 2 weeks figuring out my why. What's the next step, right? After the why is the what. Okay, I figured out why I'm here. Now, what am I going to do about it? What am I going to do with it? So then I had to figure out what it was that I was going to do that was going to make the biggest impact, and using my why as often as I possibly can so that I can make that big impact. And what I discovered for me is that because of something that I figured out my why, but because of my why, I figured out that I have this tremendous ability to help people get over their fears so that they can be seen and be heard. And that's how I've come up with what I do, right? What I do is I help people be seen and be heard so that they can make a greater impact on the world. And I have an ability to do that. But if I hadn't sat down and figured out again my why, if I hadn't sat and figured that out, I wouldn't have discovered what it is that I have this ability to do. Now, a lot of times people are going to say, my why is, my why is my family. My why is my grandparents. My why is, come up with whatever their why is. But for me, that wasn't my why at all. And I had to really dig deep to discover that it's okay for me to admit that is not why I do what I do. And, they're a byproduct of why I do what I do, but that is not like my driving force. Because if you think about it, when your kids move out of your house, you no longer have a why. Well, no, your why is something you were born with. You were born with this. So discovering that why is so, so valuable. And truly, I honestly can't say enough about it, because once I figured that out, everything was like, wow, that is so cool. I had no idea. So discovering your why is the number one thing. The next thing is you want to track your progress. Now, what I do, there's different ways to track your progress. There's so many different programs out there. You can just use Excel if you want. You can use Word. You can use Google Docs, Google Forms, Google Spreadsheets. You can use, one of the things I use right now is Trello. I like that. There's another one I just learned about last week, and oh shoot, I can't remember the name of it. When I discover it, I'll write it out there. I can't remember the name of it right now. But so many tools out there for you to track your progress. The thing is to track your progress, and this is why it's important. Because when you start to feel like things are going wrong, things just are not going my way, you can look back and see really the truth. Because the value in tracking your progress is being able to look and see the truth of what really is happening. So a lot of times we'll feel like, nothing is going right. Everything is wrong. Like we just generalize and put everything into a bucket. But then when you track your progress, you can look back and you can see, okay, not everything was wrong. Okay, not everybody was against me, but you can actually see that some things didn't go right. And here's what I need to do to fix them. And then you get yourself back on that path, get motivated, and get out there. So what I do, and I've been doing this for, I think, a little over 2 years, is at the end of every month, I will look back on everything I did that month. And I give myself a pat on the back. And I say, wow, what a way to go. You did an amazing job. Look at all the incredible things you did. Look at the people you helped. Look at how much better their life is because of what you did this last month. Then I can go back even further and look back 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, but I'll usually just look at the past month because it's the most, current situation in my life. So I usually, like I said, look at the month and give myself huge kudos for how amazing I am. Because prior to this, last couple months and last couple years, last 2.5 years, I didn't give myself enough credit for things that I was doing. And I never would say, Linda, you're amazing. Linda, you're awesome. I would never have said that because I would have seen that as being conceited. But now I realize that it's important for me to realize how amazing I am, how incredible I am, because I need to tell myself that, because if I don't believe it, then it's not true for me. People can tell me that all the time, but if I don't believe what they are saying, because I don't believe in myself, then it's not true for me. So I discovered that by me looking back just a month, you can look back a week, you can look at the day, whatever, but for me, a month works. For me to look at a month, and I can look at that 1 month period of time and say, wow, look what I did. That is so incredible. Linda, you're amazing. Look how many people you helped. That really helps me to stay motivated for the next month. And it's really been an incredible piece for me. And again, that's tracking my progress. Here's another thing, is to take breaks. This is number 3, taking breaks. It's really important to step away from what you're doing, especially if you're starting to feel like it's just really like this. Oh, wait, hold on. I got this picture I want to set up there. Okay, especially if you're starting to feel like it's this huge mountain and you're not going to be able to make it, right? That's that huge mountain right ahead of you, and you're not sure exactly how you're going to make it up that mountain. But in order for you to make it up that mountain, it's important for you to take breaks sometimes. So at the bottom of the mountain, you look up there and you're thinking, this is what I need to do. This is what I need to get accomplished. How am I going to do it? Oh my gosh, I don't know if I can do that. So here's another thing, is bring in someone to help you. Somebody who can keep your eyes on that target. But taking breaks is important before you tackle something that's going to be very difficult to do. Or taking breaks just so that you can say, oh, this is hard. This is hard. Yes, it's hard, but that doesn't mean I can't finish it. But let me take a break, sit back, think about it, or let me go remove myself. A lot of times I remember when I was on jobs and I had some jobs that were very stressful, and I would just have to step out of the building. Sometimes I would be on the brink of tears. Sometimes I would actually be crying at my desk. I remember one incident in particular where I was working, and I was working on a trial. I used to be a legal secretary. I was a legal secretary for 20 years. And we were working on this trial, and it was literally, I was working 16 to 20 hours a day. And we did that 7 days a week for, I think it was 8 weeks in a row. It was absolutely bonkers. I might as well just, lived at the office. I often talked about how I should just get a cot and set it up. So talk about needing breaks. There were some times where I was just like in tears because it was so stressful. And so what I would do to take my breaks is I would just walk away from my desk. I wouldn't say I'm leaving and I'll be back. I would just walk away because I didn't want anybody to say, well, hold on a second. Wait. No. I would just get up from my desk, walk outside of the building, and walk around a couple times. So the building, just walk around the block a couple of times and then come back, and I was refreshed. But I just needed that time to get away and take a break. And so that is number 3, is to take breaks. Oh, let me put this one down. Okay. And then, let's see, lastly, we're getting to the bonus one. So you guys, I want to offer to you a session with me. If you want to talk to me about something that you have going on, maybe you're lacking motivation and you're not sure what to do, go ahead and put I'm in the comments below, and I'll send you a link to make an appointment with me, a free 30-minute session. Let's talk about some things that you're unclear about. Maybe your lack of motivation is stopping you from progressing. Maybe your lack of motivation is stopping you from succeeding and being a success. You're an amazing person. I know that because anybody who knows me is amazing. I just know it. And this is what I truly, truly believe. I truly believe that every single person was born with the ability to make a positive impact on the world. But sometimes we get led astray. Now, I got led astray in, let's see, well, I ran away when I was 5 years old. I was gone for a whole week. I ran away when I was 5 years old. I was gone for a week. I was motivated to move, right? To leave. So I ran away. But about junior high, high school, I kind of started getting led astray. And then I came back to myself when I was probably about 23, 24 years old, after I had kids and everything. But sometimes we need somebody to help us, to just kind of talk things over and discover, like, what is it that I need to do differently that can help me get motivated? Maybe you don't know what your why is. Maybe you need help discovering it. And I can help you with that, because literally, like I said, I locked the door and threw away the key for 2 weeks discovering what my why is. So I'd love to help you with that. So put I'm in the comments, or send me a private message just letting me know that you'd like to sit down for a one-on-one. We'll do it via Zoom, so it'll be virtual, so you don't have to be don't have to be with me one-on-one in person. So go ahead and reach out to me. So here's the contact. Here's the bonus, the number 4 thing that can help you stay motivated or get motivated, and that is to connect with others. So, but make sure who you're connecting with is somebody who's going to motivate you to either get back on track, or maybe you've never been on track. Maybe you need to discover, like, what is my track? Connect with people that can help you get there. Not with people who are negative, not with people who, when you leave them, you are feeling drained and you're feeling like, oh my God, I just feel awful. I know people like that. And those people have drifted off from my life because, I don't want to be around them anymore, frankly. I don't want to be around people who are going to just like shoot negative stuff at me all the time and are going to bring me down. And so, reach out to people that are uplifting, people who are positive, people who motivate you. And those people are going to help you see what it is that you can change to get back on track and to stay motivated or to get motivated. So really, it's like, don't reach out to friends and family that bring you down. A lot of times I hear from people, this is what I hear so often, is that I was talking to my family and I was talking to them about this situation I'm going through and how hard it is. And they were like, well, you should just quit. You should just give up. And I'm like, that is so wrong. That is so wrong. They want you to quit and give up because they're fearful for you. They don't know if you can succeed and they're fearful for you. But if you have people in your life who are very positive, uplifting, motivating, those people are going to be behind you and they're going to be like, wait, I have one of these things here. Oh, wrong one. Shoot. Okay, this one. They're going to be like, you know what, just keep going, keep going. You got this, you got this. They're going to help you keep motivated. So it's really important to have positive people in your life that will help you stay motivated. Now, I'm not saying to dump all the negative Nancy's in your life, but I'm just saying that to be surrounded as much as you possibly can with people who are positive and are going to motivate you. I declared 2.5 years ago, I remember it. Actually, I remember the day I made this declaration. I was leading an event called Nonprofit Speaker Series. I've done a lot of nonprofit work and I love speaking and I love helping people get on stage to speak, to deliver amazing information. So I was putting on this event called Nonprofit Speaker Series, and I remember it well. I was standing there, I had the microphone, and I said, I just declared this, and that is that my life's mission from now until the day I die is to spend as much time as I can having fun and to spend it with positive, uplifting people who want to make a positive impact on the world. And I declared that 2.5 years ago. And I remember when I said it too, I was like, that sounds so shallow. In my mind, I'm thinking like, oh my God, that sounds so shallow. But then what ended up happening is after the meeting, people came to me and they were like, oh my God, that's so amazing. I want to do that too. I want to have fun in this life and I want to spend my time with positive people. So what happened is, I don't know if you believe in the law of attraction, but I truly believe in it, that whatever you put out there will come back. So I spent so many years of my life putting out negative energy, negative thoughts, And what I had coming back to me was negative people with negative energy and negative thoughts. But once I made that declaration of fun people who are positive, uplifting, who are going to make a positive impact on the world, what ended up happening is the people who were negative in my life just kind of started falling off of the radar. What ended up happening is positive, uplifting, powerful, amazing people who want to make a positive impact started coming into my life. And it was almost instantaneous. It's not like, boom, they dropped the hat and they were gone, but instantaneous in the sense of like 2 or 3 months. That's fast if you think about it. Because I had a lot of negativity going on in my brain, a lot of negativity about myself. I didn't like myself, even though I was doing a lot of wonderful things. Here I was fundraising. I fundraised more than $200,000 for charity. Even though I was doing all these positive, wonderful things, I still didn't believe in myself. I still didn't know who I was. I still didn't know what value I had. I still thought negative things about myself. So because of all that, I was attracting negativity to me. But with this declaration of having as much fun, spending as much time as I can with positive, uplifting people who want to make a positive impact on the world, that's what has happened in my life, is I've attracted those people to me. So if you're watching this, I know you're one of those. Because what we do is we attract to us who we are. So I want you to think about that. If you're watching this and you're believing in anything that I'm saying, then you are a positive, uplifting person who is making a positive impact on this world. And if you don't believe that about yourself, I want to tell you right now that you are one of those people, because you're sitting here listening to me right now. So with all of that said, I hope this was helpful. I'm going to recap really quick. And again, that was to discover, what is your why? Not why you do things, but why are you here on earth? That was number 1. Number 2, to stay motivated, is to track your progress. Remember, I track my progress monthly, but you can track it daily, hourly, weekly, monthly, however often you need to track it. Number 3, to keep motivated, is to take breaks. Step away when things aren't going well, when you are starting to have those negative thoughts in your head. Step away and regroup and get motivated, get back motivated. And the other one is number 4, this a bonus one, to keep and stay motivated. It's to connect with positive people, positive, motivational people who are going to keep you going. And again, go ahead and put I'm in the comments below if you'd like to set up a 30-minute, I was going to say 30-second, a 30-second session with me. Go ahead and put I'm in the comments below, or reach out to me in a private message, just letting me know that you'd like to set up a 30-minute session so that we can talk about your why. We can talk about how you can connect to others. We can talk about how you can take breaks and how you can track your progress. And I love to help people discover who they are so that they can be seen and be heard in this world, so that they too can make that positive impact. You guys, this is Linda West, and it was really fun being here with you. Again, type I'm in the comments below or send me a private message. I'd love to connect with you. Have a wonderful day. And lastly, oh gosh, I always forget this. Go ahead and go to my website, livinglive.tv. I got some fun stuff over there. I have a video content planner on there. It's free of charge. And there's also a way to connect with me for that 30-minute session. Go to my website and check it out. You guys have a wonderful day. And I hope to see you tomorrow. Let's see, what am I doing? 10:05. Tomorrow at 10:05. Hi, Marcella. I still owe you that email. I'm going to reach out to you right now after this. What was I saying? Tomorrow, tune in tomorrow at 10:05 a.m. Pacific time. I'm actually going to do something that one of my mentors does. Her name is Molly Mahoney. She puts on her makeup while she does videos every single Monday. I'm going to only do it one time, but I'm going to do this talking about why I'm wearing makeup now. I didn't wear makeup for most of my life. I think I wore makeup for about 1.5 years in my life when I was like 22 to 23, when I was trying to find a hot man. And I wore makeup at that time. But tomorrow I'm going to be putting on my makeup while I'm talking about why I now wear makeup. This was a very, very difficult thing for me to do. And I actually cried a lot of times when it came to this, because this decision to wear makeup was one of the This sounds crazy, but one of the most difficult decisions for me to make because it went against my beliefs. I'll just leave it at that. So tomorrow at 10:05, and that's going to be on my personal page, Linda Sunshine West. That's my name right there, Linda Sunshine West. So if you're my friend, you should get notification that I'm live, and hopefully you'll come on and check it out, because this actually is going to be going deep into my core, sharing some truly, truly deep passions that I have, and share my thoughts and why this was so difficult for me to do. So you guys, I'll see you tomorrow at 10:05 Pacific time. Have a wonderful day. And again, type I'm in the comments if you would like to have a 30-minute session with me. Have a great day. Bye-bye now.